I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello collectors, and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude. I am your host, Christopher. Today is Friday. We haven't had an imbibing Friday in a while, but we figure it's a bit of a melancholy Friday for the Discount Action Figure Dude, so we're going to enjoy a little Cavassier on this Friday. Like we said, the one day a week that I enjoy adult beverage. And I haven't enjoyed an adult beverage in a few Fridays, so I think it's time to enjoy an adult beverage. To your health. But welcome to the dojo. This dojo is very special to me. It's one of the first dioramas I actually built, and it has served me well for a long time, years even. But alas, it has gotten too small. When I first built it, I had only a few ninjas and samurai and kung fu type characters. Now I have all kinds, and they just can't fit in here anymore. So the options were to build a new one. Truth be told, as far as the dioramas I built, this was one of the more complex ones. Or just buy a new one from Extreme Sets. We went the easy route. Well, easy as far as, not building it, but buying it. I had a recent bonus at my place of employment. I'm like, okay, well, let's. Now, the great thing about building your own dioramas is that even though I have a couple of Extreme Sets, and Extreme Sets makes great stuff, but the only issue is that my Extreme Set looks just like your Extreme Set. When you build your own dioramas, even if you're taking instructions off some videos or web pages, at the end of the day, it's going to be unique to you. And also, you get the satisfaction of having to create something. It's not going away for good. We're going to keep it on display. But as far as my Kung Fu enabled figures for videos and such, we will probably be using the new diorama. So, and you're like, well, you must be watching some Kung Fu characters since we're at the dojo. Well, yes, we are, my friends. We're going to be taking a look at retro style NECA Chun-Li versus kinda, sorta Jada Toys Chun Li. Now, this Jada Toys Chun Li, I've had it for a while. It's been opened. But it's just one of the rare figures that I actually keep in a box because the box is so nice, that's all. That and the ZD Toys Iron Man with their fancy magnetic boxes. And it's not really a versus. This figure is like over 10 years old. So, and this figure is, as most of you know, is relatively a brand new release, relatively. I think it's very interesting in that collectors are very divided about a lot of things, like most things. It's like, be it movies or politics or television or celebrities or hamburger joints, everybody's divided about things. It's like, McFarlane Toys, he has too much reuse. And what's he doing? $40. He's driving me crazy. I hate McFarlane. Hasbro Legends, oh my God, they're such crap. They don't even put enough effort into them. I'm never going to buy another. Mafex, they look great, but they cost too much. I'm not trying to take out a mortgage to buy an action figure. SHF, yes, they look great. Great articulation, but you need a microscope to see them. Marvel Select, yeah, they look good. They give you a lot of stuff, but, I can't articulate them the way I want to. But there seems to be one set of figures that everybody in the community loves, and that would be the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. Mainly because they are awesome. And I think when one thinks about Street Fighter, like, again, fighting games. You're a Tekken guy, you're a Soul Calibur guy, you're a King of Fighters guy, you're a Street Fighter guy, you're a Dead or Alive guy, but almost all of us, probably the first fighting game we ever played was Street Fighter. if you've ever played a fighting game, it was Street Fighter. So nobody really hates on Street Fighter. But even though Jada Toys Chun Li is going to be participating in this video is mainly going to be about this figure from, I believe, 2013, 2014, Street Fighter 4 Chun Li. Interesting figure in that I picked her up from AliExpress probably about a month ago. And one would think that maybe this figure is a bootleg, but why would anybody bootleg a 10-year-old figure? It seems counterproductive to do that. But I don't know what's in the mind of a bootlegger, but we're gonna cut her open. Plus, it looks pretty. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Danny! Oh my gosh! Anyway, looking at this NECA Chun-Li figure from 10 years ago. Side of the box with certain poses. I can already tell right now that her hands are too large. Back of the box, which shows all the things and what else is available. 20th anniversary Capcom logo. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be a bootleg. I don't know. You tell me if anybody actually had bought this figure back in 2013. But let's try this again. Let's cut this girl open. And here goes our Chun-Lis out of the box. As you can see, there is a significant size difference here. And NECA Chun-Li definitely has a set of gams on her like you would not believe. My goodness, girl did not skip leg day, or not at all. I remember thinking this figure when I got it that she had some rather well-formed thighs, but nothing compared to this young lady right here. But before we take a look at Chun-Li NECA, again, you know, we just have Chun-Li Jada out just because we love Chun-Li Jada and we just want to take a look at both of these figures. Let's take a closer look at Chun-Li NECA. Closer look at Chun-Li NECA. Let's just look at this this face of hers. Okay, Chun-Li NECA looks like she is flat out of her mind. She looks insane. I don't know why she looks so crazy, but she does. But if we take a look at her classic Chun-Li costume, yeah, those are some big legs. It looks really good. It looks really good. You know, we love Chun-Li's. We've always loved Chun-Li's costume. And I don't know why they put the victory thing. She needs to have her winking head, I think, if she's going to be holding up her two fingers for victory, as opposed to the craze look. Yeah, she looks totally nuts. But yeah, we do love the costume. And how can you not love the Chun-Li costume? Her articulation is really good, as you would expect from a Street Fighter figure. I think I can move that leg back because this isn't moving, so yeah, we don't want to do too much damage to it. I mean, this is a 10-year-old action figure, if not older. But yeah, all of her, we can move this further back too, but we're not going to. And her waist swivel is very nice. Waist articulation, oh my god, she can go all the way back and twist all the way. I mean, yeah, she could do all of the things that you would want your martial artist to do. She's a nice sized girl with big arms and big hands. Chun-Li, I'm scared of you. You are frightening me right now, baby girl. Now, if we were to compare the two looks, the two Chun-Lis, again, you know, it's not a fair comparison because this figure, I mean, you know, Chun-Li Jada is damn near a work of art, you know. And I'm pretty sure that this Chun-Li also, when she was at, oh gosh, she does look crazy though. But just comparing the spiked bands, the costume, and it's not like this Chun-Li doesn't have small thighs. The designers and the sculptors of both of these figures went through a lot of trouble to make their Chun-Lis look very nice as far as their costume is concerned. Again, I am not quite sure what they were going for with this face sculpt. And, you know, these hands, you know, are, you know, a little bit on the large side. So I've run these two girls through a number of poses. In case you're curious, there is nothing that new school Chun-Li can do that old school Chun-Li can't do. The drawbacks of old school Chun-Li are she is very large, and I have a couple of these old NECA Street Fighters. She's actually taller than like Ryu. She's actually even big for her line. Yes, she dwarfs Jada Chun-Li. But Jada Chun-Li, you know, they've kind of rectified that. Jada made sure that this Chun-Li is, you know, shorter than her Street Fighter brothers. And we just love the, not only are her fists huge, but tell me that's not a man's fist. I mean, there are lines and calluses and cracked knuckles, as opposed to the soft, gentle. I would much rather get punched to death or sliced in the throat by this Chun-Li than this Chun-Li, because this Chun-Li's hands would hurt really bad on the way to killing me, as opposed to, you know, me having pleasant dreams while this Chun-Li was killing me. But we all love Street Fighter, and you know, for this figure, I believe cost maybe $15, $16, maybe $17 from AliExpress. Good quality, everything moves well, nothing is really loose. I mean, this girl is rock solid. She is a sturdy figure, which I have to imagine that, you know, maybe someone found some Chun-Lis on the production room floor at the NECA plant and decided to sell them. I don't know. Again, I can't tell you if this is a bootleg or not, but the paint is clean. And I've seen the actual ones from old videos, and yeah, she looks insane in those too. So this is an accurate face sculpt. She just looks nuts. But what kind of value? And like I said, we don't assign value to a bootleg figure, but we're gonna jump out on a limb and say that this Chun-Li here is the real NECA deal. If you're one of the few people who have watched some of my previous videos, or some of my bootleg alley videos, then I give the bootleg figure the once over, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. And I don't think this is a bootleg. I really don't think so. I think this is just an actual figure that somehow some store in AliExpress is selling for not a lot of money. But for the price, yes, it doesn't really compare to this girl, but then not a lot does, because this girl is universally loved. This girl here is the Antichrist of action figures. Read your scripture so you'll know exactly what that means. Universally loved. So there's really no comparison, but this is not a bad action figure at all. I think when the new dojo gets set up, she'll be hanging out there every once in a while. Plus, we have some other NECA figures which we will be taking a look at in the future. You know, I would say that if you were to go on AliExpress, I'll probably put a link in the description below, that she's worth the purchase. She is a decent value.
Chun-Li.